What's up guys, it's Feeny and thank you for watching While Feeny Weeb. Today we are at a new location, which is my stepfather's library. So hopefully everything turns out okay. I've never filmed anything here. But like in the title, we have... God, why are they doing construction now? Ooh. But like in the title, we have an unboxing. Ooh. It's the Inosuke from Kimetsu no Yaiba Kotobukiya Artfx J-Line 1/8 scale. Boom, baby! And this is the one with bonus item. And it's actually my first time ever ordering from the US Koto website. So we'll see how everything looks when we get to the unboxing. Wait, oh, before we do that, look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. I'm in theme. I got it at Hot Topic for like 10 bucks on sale. Do not at me. So, without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. Wee. 'Tis I, voiceover Feeny, coming at you with more lispy goodness. And there's Safety Scissor San. She is a blunt gal, but I will never give up on her. You hear me? Never. But as stated, this was my first time ordering from the US Koto website. And, they use FedEx shipping, so do with that information as you will. But it took about 1 week for my box to get to me. Obviously, there's no damage to the box. It looks pretty good. They didn't do too much in terms of packaging, but at the very least, there was a plastic bag wrapped around my box to protect against humidity and moisture. So, you know, there's that. I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. But one thing I have to mention is Kotobukiya just freaking kills it with their product design, even if the product is smaller or their box is smaller. Like, they are the full meal deal. They give me the full fantasy from beginning to end. I love this box. It's very simple, but very sleek. Y'all, I know it is so simple, but as soon as I discovered that you could open your figure boxes from the bottom, frickin' rocked my world. No longer do we have to stand for sticky tape. Nay, nay, I say. But he looks so good in his blister, very well protected. I mean, it's Kotobukiya. They know how to deliver a product and they know how to deliver it safely. Oh my god, he looks so crazy! I love him, my spicy angry boar boy. And look, here's his instructions, which I actually went through this time. We are leveling on up in this world. And it's so simple, but he was protected with this little plastic poncho. I thought it was very becoming and very cute. And at my first glance, he's actually a lot more robust than I thought he would be. Pretty heavy and pretty big for a 1/8 scale, so that was a nice surprise. His Nichiren blades were protected perfectly in the blister, and taking them out, they did such a gorgeous job on the sculpt. It's actually very sharp, so y'all watch out. And there's a beautiful hue color to the blades, as well as there being one curved one and one that's more straight. But what's really cool, I mean, besides the beautiful hilt sculpt, is that the hilt and the sword are actually detachable and reattachable with a very satisfying click noise. There's actually a hole in Inosuke's hand, so in theory, you're supposed to detach the hilt and slide it through his hand and then attach the blade, which was a struggle. Yeah, it seemed like the hilt does not fit his hand at all, so I eventually just had to slide the whole sword through his hand, which killed me inside, but oh man, I was really just driving the struggle bus on this one.
One eternity later.
Yay, we did it after an embarrassing 10 minutes. It's on his hands. they don't fit properly, and his hand is holding the sword. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. And by the way, the more curved sword goes on the top hand, and the more straight sword goes on the front hand. So there you go. But let's get a closer look at the Spicy Bourboi's mask. I love how the eyes are bulging. It makes it look extra creepy. Although I wish the black of his eyes was a little bit darker, as well as a more glossy paint finish to the eyes to add to the extra creepiness. But I have to say, like, the paint job is very well done. It's very clean. There's no flaws, there's no fading. And the blue lining of his ears is precious. I think they did such a good job trying to replicate fur on both the pelt and the boar mask. Plus, it's really cool that the mold is sharp but not painful on the fingers, so that's an added bonus, y'all. I'm honestly surprised how impressed I am with this figure, because I bought it just because I love Inosuke. But whoever the sculptor for this figure is, like, they did their research on anatomy, because he is buff. Like, he's giving me full bara body fantasy. I don't know how to properly explain it, but the muscles are so deeply sculpted on there that no matter what angle or light source I would take a photo, his muscles always looked rippling. So I think that's very impressive. As well as his little toesies. I mean, there's even toenails on there. And Kotobukiya, they always do something with their bases. I'm not really a fan of the stone base, but you know what? I'll take that over a plastic round base any day. I also really enjoy the shading on both the pants and the pelt. I think it makes the figure pop. Alright, let's talk about the bonus item. The bonus item that made this figure 129 doll hairs. The bonus item that I think should have been included in everyone's orders, not just Koto US website exclusive, but you know, that's just my opinion. And look, there's the instructions, which I actually read, y'all. Please applaud me. This bonus item gave me a mini heart attack, y'all. Like, it's not included in the figure box or the figure blister. It's included in the cardboard box, the packaging box. So that nearly took like 5 years off my life. But he's very well protected with a lot of plastic barriers before I could get to him. And I have to say, I think he looks even better in person, a lot better than the promo photos. I love his eyes, his nose sculpt is very good, and I love the hair. It's a blue-black, a navy, versus the black that it looked online. I mean, I love his 2014 ombre e-girl hair. I mean, not that I'm partial or that I had the same exact hair back in 2014, but I love it. Okay, onto the head sculpt switch, which this looks a little jarring and disturbing. I mean, maybe somebody's into that, we don't judge here. But to remove his boar head is actually very easy, as well as attaching it back on. But with Inosuke's, I noticed that there was a little bit of resistance trying to put him on, though nothing too worrisome. It maybe took me like a minute and a half to get him on there. And I think I'll keep the boar head instead of the human head next to him. Just a personal preference. But he looks so good on his body. Like, he looks straight out of the animation. They did such a great job capturing him. The hand sculpt also is great. And I would be wary of the sword span. I know it may sound silly, but his swords go out pretty far. And I actually had a few close calls with my eyes. So I would not give this to a child. And since he is a 1/8, he is 7.8 inches tall, which I know is short. But at the same time, he is in a crouching, leaning position. So I'm sure if he stood tall, it would be like over 9 inches. I really do love his cheeky smirk, as well as the coloring of his eyes. And I really am impressed with the hair sculpt as well. I love how it's swaying in the wind as if it's in mid-action, ready for battle. Well, of course it's ready for battle in the fight because it's Inosuke. He lives for the fight and we live for him living for it. I really don't have any cons for this figure, except the bonus head situation. I really don't like this whole website exclusiveness, especially for something as important as his unmasked face. I think for the price of $129, there should have been 3 head sculpts, and the 3rd head sculpt, which would have been the bonus item, should have been another unmasked face with maybe his like mouth open and teeth showing or something. But that's just my opinion. I personally would not want to buy this unless his unmasked face was included. But you know what? Different strokes for different folks. Y'all buy what makes you happy because we are all on a different figure collecting journey. But that is it for me. I am tired of hearing my own voice. But I'm curious, did any of you guys pick him up? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Please let me know in the comments. Possibly leave a like and maybe even subscribe. That would really help me out. As usual, all my socials will be linked down below. And you know what? I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Until we meet again, goodbye.